Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Hudson Fantasy Football League Draft Lottery. As always, I am your commissioner, Andrew. Thank you very much for joining us tonight as we start on the road to a new season of fantasy football. A new season means a fresh start for all of our teams here in the HFFL. Some of them are trying to continue their success from last season. Others are trying to recapture the glory days from seasons past. Some of us are just trying to stay out of the basement. But for right now, everybody is undefeated. And tonight, our teams will get their draft positions, and they can begin carefully planning their winning formulas for the 2025 season. Before we begin, I'd like to give a quick hand of thanks to our lottery committee. Every year, a different third party selects our draft order with our patented lottery machine, randomly selecting 10 ping pong balls out of 150. And tonight, we will reveal the draft order for the 2025 Hudson Fantasy Football League season. The draft itself remains the same as it always has. This is a 16-round snake draft. The picks will be revealed tonight in reverse from 10 to 1, and that will determine the order for the first round of the draft. In round 2, the order reverses, meaning the team that picked 10th in round 1 will have the first pick of round 2. The order reverses in every subsequent round, snaking back and forth until all of our teams have made all 16 of their selections. Now, before we see the odds for each team, there's the matter of the consolation bracket winner and our last place finisher from last year, who each had decisions to make regarding their potential position in the draft order. Last year, our 10th place finisher was Josh, who has now finished last for 2 consecutive seasons. But this year, thanks to a new rule voted on by the members of this league, Josh will get the privilege of picking outright what position his will be in the draft order. So, armed with a new look, his team, Haley Steinfeld, will look to jumpstart its 2025 campaign by picking from the number 1 spot in the draft this year. And while this might take out some of the drama from this year's lottery, I always find that the rest of the order always provides a little bit of intrigue, as we get to see who picks before and after whom. And that brings me to the winner of last year's consolation bracket, also a repeat winner from last year. Pancake Block Party, now rebranded as Garbage Time, defeated Parasopoly and has the best odds to have the spot of their choosing picked from the pot first. Last year, Andrew opted to aim for the number 1 pick, but with that spot already taken this year, Garbage Time has elected that the first ball pulled out of the pot will be for the number 2 overall pick. Last year, Garbage Time was successful in their bid for the pick of their choosing, and it's the second consecutive year that the team with the best odds to be pulled from the pot first was actually picked first. Garbage Time will look to extend that streak to 3 this year. So, given that we know where Haley Steinfeld is picking and where Garbage Time is aiming to pick, let's have a look at the odds for the number 2 overall pick. The lottery is still weighted based on each team's finishing position from last season, with the exceptions of Josh and Andrew, our 10th and 7th place winners from last year. But you'll notice that because only 9 draft positions are being pulled out of the pot instead of 10, the number of balls remains the same, but the allocation of them this year is vastly different. You'll see, as mentioned, Garbage Time, they have the best odds for the number 2 pick. Andrew has 50 ping pong balls in the pot. That's up from 40 for the top odds getter last year. Andrew has a 33.3% chance of getting the number 2 pick. Stacy, right behind him, 24 karat gold standard, a 35 balls in the pot, a 23.3% chance of getting that number 2 pick. Parasopoly, right behind her, Eric and Dylan, 16% chance of getting the number 2 pick with 24 balls in the pot. The first of our playoff teams from last year, the Peaches, they've got a 10.7% chance of being picked first. There's 16 balls in the pot, while Melanie and Sackville Baggins sit with 11 in the pot and a 7.3% chance of being picked out first. Ollie's Elephants, they finished in 4th place last year. They've got 7 balls in the pot this year with a 4.6% chance of getting that number 2 pick. While Kitty's Cats, Catherine, sits with 5 in the pot, 3.3% chance. And lastly, our 2 finalists, John and Peter, have a 1.3 and a 0.7% chance, respectively, of getting that number 2 pick. Well, with the odds out of the way, it's time to find out. I'm ready, you're ready, let's get to the main event. I am pleased to reveal the draft order for the 2025 Hudson Fantasy Football League season. Let's do it. Best of luck, everyone. The 10th pick in the 2025 Hudson Fantasy Football League draft will be made by Bass Interference. The 9th pick will be made by the Wild Sea Creatures. The 8th pick belongs to the Sackville Bagginses. The 7th pick will be made by Ali's Elephants. Pick number 6 will be made by Kitty's Cats. The 5th pick will be made by 24 Karat Gould Standard. Pick number 4 belongs to Parisopoly. The 3rd pick will be made by Garbage Time. The 2nd pick will be made by Peaches, UK's version. And the number 1 pick in the 2025 Hudson Fantasy Football League draft will be made by Haley Steinfeld. So there you go. A lot of surprises this year with the Peaches jumping up 3 spots to the number 2 pick. This matches the highest pick that Perrin has ever had, having picked second only once before in 2020. This concludes our draft lottery, players. Let the mock drafting begin. And for those of you that are eligible, don't forget to submit your rookie keepers, which are due Sunday, August 24th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The 2025 Hudson Fantasy Football League draft will take place 1 week later on Sunday, August 31st at the Champions Home in Manhattan. Hope to see you all very soon, players. Let the games begin.